Hello, welcome back to Moonlight Astro. This is Darice. Today we're going to talk about two transits that are helping us close out the year. We have this New Year's Eve, the North Node sextile in Pluto and Mercury trining Chiron. They're both going to be happening on December 31st. So please do take a moment to like this video if you like what you hear, and also to subscribe to the channel if you are getting value from it. This does help me promote the message and help support as many people as possible. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Stay tuned. So today we're going to be talking about this upcoming transit on December 31st, the North Node sextiling Pluto and Mercury trine Chiron. Basically, the North Node, both of these aspects, they represent transformation and healing. And this is going to be really great to have that healing happen right before you step into 2025. Pluto represents transformation, empowerment, and deep inner work. The North Node, it actually can point to our destiny, our soul's growth, and our alignment with our life's purpose. A sextile brings these opportunities for growth that can be done in a way that's manageable and rewarding. So in effect, we're going to be letting go of what no longer serves our purpose, our higher soul's purpose. It's also an opportunity to recognize your personal growth, allowing you to decide what kind of future you want to step into. And this can be a great opportunity for a new level of self-awareness and breakthroughs in your own inner self-awareness. Now, the sextile between the North Node and Pluto, it's all about coming into alignment with your soul's purpose. Pluto can help us let go of the old fears, old needs for control, limiting beliefs. Sometimes Pluto forces us into releasing those things, pries it out of our hands. But sometimes it can be done in a more gentle way. And since it's sextiling the North Node, this suggests that it's going to be done in a more gentle, easy manner. It might be easier for you to see what you're ready to let go of and what you're ready to move forward onto. In a nutshell, as you close out the year, you can be asking yourself, am I on the right path? What needs to shift if I'm not on my right path? And just again, a reminder, Mercury, it governs our communication, our thought processes, and our planning. Chiron represents our wound. Chiron's the wounded healer. I think of Chiron as the wound that you're always constantly going back to help you grow and step into a higher level of yourself. It's often what I think of when the old church ladies used to say, you can't have the testimony without the test. I think that's what Chiron represents in our lives, whatever that big test or multiple tests that some of us get in order to have the breakthroughs and the testimonies that we have to have, demonstrating like our faith in the divine, God, higher power, and how that works in our lives. So Mercury trining Chiron is going to give us a sense of harmony, ease, and flow between those energies. And how can that show up for you? Well, it could be an opportunity to have some supportive, healing conversations. This could be a perfect way to close out the year. Maybe you need to have a real heart-to-heart with someone, finally clear the air. This could be good energy to use for those kind of conversations. It could also be a great time to maybe do some journaling around an issue, or maybe you just need to write a letter to someone. And it may be a letter that you send, and it also may be a letter that you just write for yourself. And then maybe you rip it up, throw it away afterwards, or you burn it as a way to release that relationship. You know, a lot of people like to do that as a forgiveness exercise. You know, say everything they need to say to the person in the letter and then destroy it if it's not appropriate to actually send the letter. Only you can know if that's the right approach for you or not. Mercury trining Chiron, it creates this really open and tender space for healing through words, which is why it's nice to give yourself either that conversation with a person or some type of writing exercise as well. For some of you who don't like to write, another opportunity is also dancing. Sometimes I do that myself. Sometimes it's easier for me to just put on a song that helps me tap into the feelings I have and then to just dance it out of my body as a way to help me physically release that energy. A lot of folks also like EFT tapping, emotional freedom technique, emotional release. So sometimes it's good to do any of those somatic healing practices as well. So this could be a good use of that energy as well. And it might be a nicer way to like end the year. Give yourself a soft, gentle New Year's Eve meditation or ritual to do. And you can do this in the afternoon. That way, if you still want to go out and party and hang out with folks, if you're going to do the New Year's Eve party, you can do it that way as well. That's one good way to do it. And I also just like to leave you with some journal prompts in case you do decide you want to do the journaling before you go out and do the party with folks. What lessons from 2024 have shaped me the most? What wounds have I started to heal? And how can I continue to heal in 2025? And finally, what empowering story am I ready to write for myself this year? And I'll put those prompts in the comments as well for you. But again, this is really great energy to connect through conversation. And even if you haven't had a falling out with someone, maybe you want to just get together with a really good friend and just have a conversation where you celebrate your friendship and acknowledge what you like and admire about one another. I recently did that last week with one of my good friends, and it was just really sweet and really healing. And it helped me have a whole new level of appreciation for our friendship, and it deepened our connection to one another. So this could be a really great energy for that sort of thing as well. But basically, I just want to give you an opportunity to just close out the year on a note where you're clearing up as much of your inner world as you can. 2025 is really going to demand more and more of that as well. And we'll dig into that as we go to the astrology as that unfolds, because ultimately, 2024 and 2025 are really preparing us for some of the bigger transits that are going to be happening in 2026. We're all evolving and expanding individually and collectively. And this is just one more step in that direction. And overall, I think even though we have challenging times ahead, um, once we come out the other side of it, it will be worth all the work. And so the more we set ourselves up both emotionally and physically to be as healthy as possible, I think the easier it will be to weather a lot of the oncoming storms that we're about to experience. So basically, in a nutshell, I just want to encourage you to be kind and gentle to yourself, be kind and gentle to others in your life, and feel free, to leave comments, New Year's Eve or easy, gentle 2025, or any other suggestions or rituals that you may have. How else do you like to close out the year? I myself am not really someone that's into quote unquote New Year's resolutions. I like to create intentions for myself, and I've been experimenting with giving myself maybe just like main intentions for like every 6 months as opposed to the entire year. That's been feeling easier for me the last couple of years. And at the end of the day, definitely find what works for you. Do what works best for you as always. And yeah, but feel free to like comment below anything that resonated for you, anything that stood out for you. And if you're traveling this week, hope you have safe, easy travels. And also wishing you a wonderful New Year's Eve. Hope you have fun party plans if you do that sort of thing. And or even if you just have nice, calming, low key plans, at home with family, friends, loved ones, whatever it is. Hoping it's all good for you. Peace, love, and joy to you. Easefully yours, Darice.